All right, guys, just want to recap last night. Burns versus Morales. Let's start off with my first pick in Melquizael Costa taking on Julian Erosa. This was a great fight, probably my fight of the night. Just back and forth swinging. Power of Melquizael was there, but the pressure from Erosa, he just, kind of Nate Diaz kind of vibe, just taking punches, nothing phasing him, keeping his guard low, taking a lot of head strikes. Man, he almost wore out Melquizael by the third round, and he made it close, but I think most of the judges gave it 3 rounds to Melquizael, but it was close enough where I seen people watching and they weren't sure who was going to get the win. So, but my prediction, I had Julian Erosa by decision. I didn't think Melquizael was going to come this game tonight to freaking put on a war like that. So hats off to Melquizael Costa. All right, now this is where things got me a little nervous here against Dustin Stolfus taking on Nursulton Ruziboev. Man, Stolfus looked like he was on point tonight, and he looked ready for it. He took a lot of heavy shots and came right back with that pressure up against the fence. Had a lot of control time up against the fence, on top on the ground too. But every time Nursulton ended up on the ground, he was able to reverse position and end up on top himself. Couldn't really handle the top control very well. Dustin Stolfus, after he would reverse, would eventually get up to his feet right afterwards. But yeah, it was a close fight here too. But Nursulton Ruziboev gets the nod, goes the 3 rounds. He gets the decision win. He had 12 more strikes than Stolfus. Ruziboev definitely landed the heavier strikes, and he called out Bo Nickal. So maybe we'll see Nursulton Ruziboev take on Bo Nickal. Find out how good Bo Nickal actually is, because I think RDR is champ material. Ruziboev isn't there yet, but I think he eventually will be. I think he's got all the right potential to become a champion, but I think Ruziboev versus Bo Nickal would be a good fight to see who's gonna who's gonna be moving forward from there on out in the middleweight division. They fought really close to each other, so maybe 3 months out, 2 months, we'll see that. All right, now probably the worst fight on the main card, Sodiq Yusuff, on the whole card altogether. Sodiq Yusuff versus Marion Santos. Went to decision. Santos got the win, but who could care less, really, I tuned out about 2-3 minutes into the first round. Tuned back in when the fight was over. Yeah, Santos gets it done. Sodiq Yusuff just not putting any combinations together. Santos only gets credited with 11 more strikes than him, so easily Sodiq's fight. Just didn't want to fight for it, didn't want to put any pressure on, didn't want to mix up any feints, just on the outside, throwing 1 strike at a time, loses the fight. So, yep, Marion Santos gets the win. All right, guys, now the main event, we had Gilbert Burns taking on Michael Morales. Michael Morales looking to be ranked off of this. Probably going to be ranked number 8, take Gilbert's spot. But yeah, Michael Morales gets Burns out of there in the first round. Just kind of patient first minute of the fight. They're feeling each other out. Burns throws everything into a leg kick. Morales kind of walks him down and just really wide hooks. Reaches around the guard of Burns, and he's all of a sudden having Burns wobbled all over the place from those hooks. Eats a huge uppercut. Goes to the ground. Looks like he's gonna just quit right there, out of there stunned, Looks a lot like the Bo Nickal, Anthony Smith, balling up against the fence type thing, but Burns did take some heavy shots though from Morales. But Burns, jiu-jitsu expert that he is, able to grab a leg, work back to his feet, but immediately Morales is just on him up against the fence again, landing those same shots, those hooks, those wide hooks, and they're now he's starting to mix it up closer. He's right on him. Yeah, and Burns just crumbles down to the mat, and ref pulls off Morales. He gets the first round TKO win. Burns not really out of it at all during the fight. He was really rocked a few times, but yeah, he never went unconscious. It was more so like the second time he had him up against the fence, I think Burns just, you know what, it's not his night type mentality. Let Morales get the TKO against him. He just kind of sat down up against the cage and let Morales beat on him. So yeah, I got the Morales pick right. I was going for Sadiq Yusuf, but just did not show up. Didn't throw anything. Clearly in the fight, it was a close one. He just did not put his foot on the gas at all. Dustin Stoltzfus, Nursulton, Ruziboev. Stoltzfus showed up, looked great. Ruziboev was able to edge out that win. I had Ruziboev. Yeah, and Julian Erosa, fight of the night. Awesome fight to watch. So I'm not even upset that I got the pick wrong, because Julian Erosa shows up to fight, and that's the kind of person I want to win. But yeah, Melquizel had the heavier shots and definitely has cleaner technique, and did clearly win that fight, but Julian Erosa made it close. I thought he was going to be able to smother Costa a little bit more, and I didn't think Costa was going to come to fight so much last night. So hats off to Costa. That was a great fight. And Morales called out, he wants to fight Ian Garry. But yeah, Ian Garry, Sean Brady would be a great matchup for Morales next. But yeah, that was just a quick recap of last night, guys. Went 2-2 again because Paul Craig and Bellotto got canceled. Bellotto pulled out to a medical issue, I guess. But yeah, so another main card that's only got 4 fights that are predictable, you know. Last week I lost the BSD pick because his opponent changed. But yeah, all right, peace out, guys.